One of my husband's friends made me uncomfortable at our wedding, but it's my own fault.
I doubt. I mean, maybe she'll prove me wrong. I don't think it's your fault, but maybe it was.
Last weekend, my husband, 27 male, and I, 30 female, got married. It was a great wedding, and I had a great time leading up to it. There's been only one thing that's left a sour taste in my mouth. Growing up, I always wanted a big princess wedding. I know some people see those as tacky and immature, but it was always my dream. As a part of this, the theme for our wedding was ballroom, and I told everyone to wear the nicest things they owned and told the women in particular to try to outshine me.
Oh.
I even went as far as telling the married women to wear their wedding dresses. I didn't care about being outdressed. Instead, all I wanted was to fulfill the aesthetic in my head that I had for the wedding, which included everyone else looking nothing less than extravagant. And no, before people ask, I don't regret my decision. It was really special to see my moms, aunts, and bridesmaids all in their own dresses on my big day. It kind of felt like they were passing the torch on to me, and I really enjoyed the experience.
That's really sweet.
I'm obsessed with this.
I love this theme.
I'm like, wait, maybe I can get behind this. And I'm going to get into some TikToks I saw recently. Now, on to my husband's friend. My husband has this friend that I'll call Kate, 27 female. Kate is my husband's childhood friend and first love.
Oh.
My husband comes from a small town, and the majority of his friends he's known since adolescence. In their senior year of high school, Kate and my husband got engaged, which is kind of normal where they're from. But they called off the wedding and never went through with it. It was mutual. They felt they were growing up too fast and wanted to slow down. The calling off the wedding was the end of the relationship, but they stayed friends. I knew this information prior to getting with my husband and never had a problem or felt jealous because I'm friends with a few exes myself. In fact, 2 of them were invited to our wedding. One was my bridesmaid, I'm bisexual, and the other was invited as a guest along with his current girlfriend. I've never had a problem with Kate being my husband's ex, but I have had a problem with Kate as a person, as she's kind of bitchy and gossips like she's still in high school. A few examples of this are just a month into our relationship, she confessed to my husband that she still had some lingering feelings, to which he responded they had already tried that and it didn't work. If she brought it up again, he would have to cut her off out of respect for me.
Still missing the how this is her own fault.
I wasn't mad at the time because I understood they had a long history and my relationship with him was just starting out. And she owed it to herself to see if there was anything still there before it was too late. However, after she was turned down, her attitude towards me changed to fake nice and started calling me things like cougar or asking me how I expected to make a relationship work as I want to be an anesthesiologist, which would require long hours, or telling my husband's whole friend group how she doesn't like my loud personality. And when I confronted her about all of those things, she would say, "Oh, it was just a joke."
Well, he likes her loud personality, bitch.
Or, "You're so loud, I felt like you would just go off." There's more shit, but if I typed it all, I would never get to the point. Kate has her own husband, who I'll call Gerald.
Whole time she's got a husband? Okay.
Kate and Gerald both make average in terms of finances, as they are both teachers. Kate, kindergarten, and Gerald, seniors. They got married last year. On a teacher's salary, Kate wasn't able to afford the most luxurious wedding dress out there, but I always had the impression she was happy with it. Kate does have another wedding dress from when she was going to marry my husband that her dad paid for, who has unfortunately passed now, which in terms of fanciness is a bit nicer. But obviously she didn't wear that dress to her own wedding.
No.
I was expecting Kate to wear the wedding dress she wore to her own wedding to our wedding. But when I looked and saw her, she had the wedding dress she was supposed to wear when she was getting married to my husband. When I saw her, I immediately went, "What the fuck?" But decided to just drop it because I didn't want a conflict on our wedding day. My husband, however, was also confused on why she wore that one and asked her about it without me even having to tell him I was uncomfortable. She responded, quote, Well, your wife wanted such a big princess wedding, I thought I'd wear this one because it follows the theme more. Don't tell me she's upset about it. She's the one who said come in your nicest clothes, and this is my nicest dress. I also probably could have read that with a little less disdain. Super sorry, guys. Might have biased it for you.
No, that was real. That's how she said it. I'm sure that's how she said it, actually.
I'll try one more time, just out of curiosity. She responded, well, your wife wanted such a big princess wedding, I thought I'd wear this one because it follows the theme more. Don't tell me she's upset about it. She's the one who said come in your nicest clothes, and this is my nicest dress.
She didn't say it innocently like that. I know her. She's a bitch.
I feel like I'm not allowed to be upset, even though I am, and I know this is my fault, but the whole thing has left a really bad taste in my mouth. It would have never been okay with her wearing that one if I had known she was going to, and I feel like she should have asked. I keep telling myself it's not that big of a deal, and during the daytime, when I'm distracted, I don't even think about it. But I've always been a night owl, and it makes me feel shitty every time I think about it before I fall asleep. So now I'm here complaining on Reddit like a loser. I feel pathetic.
This is psycho. Like, this is crazy. Showing up to your ex's wedding in the dress you were gonna marry him in?
Deranged.